It's another early morning, heading off to the flea market for another wonderful day. We are in the great time of the year where it's a little chillier in the morning, but it's flea market day. Got a whole bunch of stuff to sell, a lot of stuff from those storage units about a month ago, and hopefully I move this stuff because my trash cans are kind of full this week. So driving up there, hopefully it's going to be a great day. Make some deals. Let's do it. There's someone in my spot. Everyone's swarming me already. Alright, so here's the setup. The guy across me right now is playing really loud music, and I got a break in between the two songs, but it's loud. Speaking of Whatnot, I talked about the other day, I did buy a bunch on Whatnot. I bought some hats, some really expensive hats for only $1. Bought this football helmet also for $1. I'm shocked they even sold it because the shipping on it's kind of different with Whatnot. It's like it's cheaper as you buy more from the customer, but adding this helmet changed the shipping from $6 to $20. And I only spent $1 for it and paid 50 cents for shipping, so that's kind of like the issue of Whatnot. But I'm going to turn this camera around and playing really loud music. So I don't know how today's video is going to be, if it's going to be even much storage or much flea market stuff, but kind of cool helmet here. I did decide to bring out this one chair, and so far not one person's asked me about it. Thought it'd be a big seller. I might even just put that on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if this is the big crowd that would buy something. That did not sound good. Don't know if this would be the crowd that would buy something like that. $3 on the Pyrex. The guy did end up buying that Pyrex piece for $3. It's the one I got at a yard sale for $1.
Yeah, I thought it was, you know how the door knocker's going? It got like a little part. That's when you don't want guests.
You make it look like you're going to let them in.
What's the hat?
Yeah, they're all broken.
I know, well, all the good ones sold already. So fast.
They probably had some really good ones. Alright, well, sold the Broncos helmet for $3. I made myself $1.50. And also figured out how Whatnot kind of works. I'm not going to try to plug that site too much because I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but it's a great site to buy stuff if you have the patience and the willingness to sort through all the other stuff that's kind of clickbait garbage.
Man, look at the little Costco guy.
First person to buy anything else clothing things. For you? I'm not gonna be here much longer.
Okay, no, I want to take it. I'll put it in the bag for me.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I figured there's some kind of the other ones were not the school.
That was the only thing I sold out of all his clothes. So everything here is just gonna get donated. Alright, so I sold one thing out of here, one piece of clothing out of all this, and it was a men's pair of shorts. I always said that I think the women's stuff just, for some reason, women's clothes is just so difficult to sell. It's another, like, I think there's just, I don't know, there's just so much of it, it's hard to display, it's hard to, like, you look at this, is this a dress? No, that's underwear. It just, it looks like just a lot of linen, or fabric, I should say. Anyway, that's going to get donated. I've now decided I'm wrapping up for today. I did sell that chair. I sold that, what's that called? The chair that was like right here. I don't even know if I had photos of it. Not butterfly chair, peacock chair. There you go. Got 25 bucks for it. Only one person asked me about it. Actually, no, 2 people asked me about it. The other guy walked away at 25. I was going to paint it white because I figured it just looked dirty. But someone bought it, fortunately, so I don't have to do that.
How much do you have on this?
$1's good. You still stand straight. Yeah.
We're known for music.
Alright, they started playing music again. Anyway, the guy picked up this Mickey thing, which I thought was kind of cool. I found him, I think, in a free pile. Said $1. He didn't want him. The reason why, I flipped him over, he's all busted out, but he still sits flat. You know, it's not, I mean, kind of like a little bit, but that's just the floor. Can't win sometimes.
Sorry. Whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like toys, so.
Really don't have a whole lot. I mean, look, this is all empty, and the stuff that I have in here. You got the 2 bins of that, and this is all just empty boxes. This van was loaded. I mean, early morning I was selling a ton of stuff. Usually this place is a little bit busier. These spots usually are taken. There's a lot of empty spots over there after that truck. A couple empty spots over here. This flea market kind of dies off late August, early September. That music's got to go. Yeah, so, right. Yeah, this flea market kind of dies off a little bit here. Towards the end of August, also September. We are in September now. It only has like a month, 2 months left. It's kind of depressing because once this place closes down, then I'm like, oh, what am I going to do for the next 4 or 5 months? But just part of the name of the game. But yeah, usually in the spring, this place is really bumping, early summer. But once you get into these hotter months, it takes a while to recuperate back until the fall. But this is kind of this is the flea market for another day in the books. We'll see if we run into anything on the way home. Hopefully we will. Maybe some treasure. Alright, we are at this donation place. I think I looked up this donation center or whatever. There's one of them around here, and it came up that they were in Delaware. Like that's what they were based out of. So I was wondering, you think they have trucks and stuff that drive up from Delaware, or they have to have another loading area around here? There's no way they'd send, I doubt they would send a truck up from Delaware. That might just be like where their corporate office is. I also like how they show you exactly what they really want. They want Nike sneakers, Converse, more Nike sneakers. I think those are Puma. They don't put junky Skechers on there. They put Nikes and Jordans, and they have a couple other in the area, and I know they have really nice sneakers on there, so it's kind of funny. That's the way they choose to do their marketing. Not a whole lot of garbage. I have 2 boxes of garbage. It's really nice how my friend Mark pretty much takes everything. He leaves like the garbage, but that's just how it is. But he stays there until about 1 or 2 o'clock. Right now it's 10 o'clock. So he still weasels out some money out of the crowd, and then I have less stuff I have to haul back. Okay, so we made it back. I didn't want to show off this one bottle. My friend does bottle digging, and he gave me a couple bottles. I guess that's an inkwell bottle. But I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know what this is, though. Ketchup bottle? Something, the bird of something. Bird only? Oneida, New York Canning Company. So I guess that's a ketchup bottle. I don't know how old it is. Thought it was kind of neat how he found these. Like I did bottle digging like once, and it was kind of awful. It's kind of the whole thing with like, that's just sort of a common. That's probably the one thing that I don't like about bottle digging and magnet fishing. If magnet fishing, also metal detecting, you can invest 3 or 4 hours and find one item. And people have asked me like why I don't make videos on it. Well, I'd hate to really spend 3 or 4 hours to find one item. It wouldn't make for a really fun video. Although it might seem fun on context or on paper, or essentially fun, it'd be like going trash picking for 4 hours, making a 20-minute video and finding one thing. Like that wouldn't make for a fun entertainment. So it's kind of like, I think you have to like really know a good spot. I think he knows a couple good spots. He did invite me to go out. I don't know where those spots are. They can be anywhere from, you know, eastern Pennsylvania all the way up until like upstate New York. So I don't know, but I'll just throw this down on the ground. I thought this was kind of interesting. The farmer farmed this corn for what? 6 rows? 2, 4, 6? 6 rows, and he left literally the rest of the entire field. Right, there has to be another, I like to say, 80 to 100 rows. Now the corn isn't mature yet. Like you can see, still pretty small. And he farmed it like a week ago. So any farmers out there, I actually talked to my neighbor who's a farmer, and he said he thinks they probably did it for silage. But it's like not matured yet, so why would you harvest it? I don't know, it's random. It's just one of those things that kind of confused me, because I know farming is not really, let's just say farming's pretty expensive. It's not an entry-level kind of operation. The combines, the harvesters, all that kind of stuff is really, really expensive. So to bring out a tractor, or in this case, I think it was a combine, to harvest like six rows or whatever, doesn't really seem very profitable. Also, when the corn isn't matured yet, it also doesn't really seem very profitable, at least to me. But I'm back inside. I do have to get to Lambertville one of these times. I have a bunch of odd items I want to take down there. I want to try silver plate. Also, I saw a mouse up here that's looks like mouse droppings. I saw a mouse that was literally right here, and he jumped over the box behind that garbage bag. So kind of sketches me out. I don't really want to put out traps. I don't want to put out poison, because eventually I want to have this place cleaned up enough where I can bring Salsa up here and we can spend time and do some sorting. I would love to do a live stream up here of sorting, but I don't think I have internet capabilities in this building, nor is my wireless service good enough for that. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here. This place looks like a disaster. I need to find a bunch of empty boxes so I can kind of consolidate some of this stuff. I did sell my CDs, so I did leave one box here because I figured I had so many good CDs. Man, these are great titles too. You got Bruce Springsteen right here. I wonder if it's even in there. I didn't even check if it's not. Well, hopefully the guy didn't get screwed over. I know I know it was heavy, so that one didn't feel like it's in there. Take another one. Tom Petty. This one feels like it's in there. So I was really worried, like, once he is that Tom Petty? Looks like it. I was worried that he bought 2 boxes and he didn't check every CD, but he gave me $15 a box, so I got $30. That was from the trash not too long ago, probably about a month ago, I would say. Came with a bunch of like kids' clothes. Anyway, the CDs sold for $15 each, or for a box, so I got $30 from him, and should have probably brought this one up, knowing that if somebody out there kind of really knew what, I wouldn't say good music is, but someone who can appreciate the music saw it, they would buy it. You know, he would have bought all 3 boxes, I guarantee it, but I wasn't expecting to sell it by the box. So that was my mistake. And yeah, so the other chair that I had that was like this also sold. So that's not even, I guess you can call that one. What was the name? I keep thinking it's called Butterfly. It's not called Butterfly. It's Peacock. It's like the 3rd time in this video where I've had that issue. But that's going to wrap it up here. Another day in the books. I am planning on going to an auction here in a couple days. So hopefully I'll have enough to load up one last hoorah. I don't know if it'll be for the year, but I do have a lot of just miscellaneous junk everywhere that I'd love to clean up. Get this place swept out. It's only been 2 years. I've said that I had to do this, but I've kind of slowed down with everything else, so maybe I can possibly do that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been kind of shorter in terms of the content aspect, but that's just kind of the name of the game. I will be going trash picking tomorrow, so stay tuned for that video. That should be a fun episode. It's gotten a little bit cooler out here, so it'll be kind of enjoyable. I want to sweat my face off. And I'll catch you guys next time for next venture. Who knows what we'll get into? It'll be something fun. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.